When we last left off, the party had been traveling across the open desert sands of Carthus, making their way towards the pyramids, the only structure of substance, housing the only figure of circumstance, Kitongu, a mysterious figure who seems to be hiding out at the end of time and space, sending his consciousness out to observe the planes for some unknown reason. But one of these instances you've come across, befriended, a subject known as Connor, and as he made his way here, drawing you all close, Kitongu reabsorbed this essence of this figure, seeking to seek answers and perhaps find a way to escape this place. You make your way towards it as he has offered you an audience to speak further on the subject, allowing you the time to recuperate and discuss amongst yourselves, as he did show up rather uninvited. And as you make your way across the sands, your other member that you have recently befriended, Miriam, she stops and tells you that she is pursuing one spell that she does not have, as she is collecting many different spells in this dictionary, this encyclopedia of nearly every spell in existence, and some of which you've never even heard of before. Fighting a Carthus sandworm, capturing its blast of electrical energy, you quickly race off and escape. But in doing so, Morbazak, manifesting much of the situational defense, taking several blows and risking literally life and limb to reposition all of you back onto the stug. As you all collapse to the floor of this flying, living machine, you look over at your obsidian friend, and you can see that his stature is much smaller than before, and as he begins to reconstitute himself, you can see that he is lost much of himself, but manages to reform himself, smaller, but still relatively there. And as the figure looks to all of you, he simply says, "Let's not do that again." Miriam.
And again.
Hey, I didn't tell you all to stick around and hang out with me. This is just, I don't have many chances to get this one. I mean, this is one of the only places to find one of these things, and I rarely see them. It's been, I don't know how many years since I've come across these things. They don't really come out unless there's a lot of activity, so I do appreciate all of you for being there to help draw this thing out, but I apologize to have put you in such danger. Except you.
No, no worries, it was fine.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, no worries, it was fine.
Morbazak is smaller than Jack now.
What?
Why?
Because
He's pocket size.
In the effort of reaching out multiple tendrils in order to reposition all of you back onto the ship, with the sweet dive that the ship did after you all teleporting up, he lost many of his limbs when the Carthus sandworm swooped in and attacked. Luckily, the ship was not hit, but Morbazak has lost much of his form, which it seemed even before was struggling to maintain concentration on this substitute form. Now that you can see him, he is much smaller than before, and most of his tendrils have kind of wrapped around him in this sort of like big fluffy coat sort of situation.
It's okay. I can put him. He can, like, perch on my shoulder.
You'd have to put him on both of your shoulders. He's like child size, but not like, you know, not tiny.
Oh, he's not like that tiny.
Yeah.
Aww.
Miriam is just like, Miriam's happily looking over her spell book, happy to have more spells. And Morbizak is just kind of like on all fours, just looking down at the floor of the ship as the walls sort of close up around you.
I look at more for a second. I'm like, you need a lift. You look like you're in pain.
He is shaking slightly.
Oh, you poor thing. And I kind of kneel down and just kind of give him like a little hug.
Yeah, it's at this point that he would normally like look up at you and say something like, "I do not need your mortal comfort," or, you know, "How dare you look upon me as though a small child," but instead he just remains silent and looks down at his hands that are shaking.
It's okay. Come here. It's okay.
I think we broke him.
What is this? This feeling?
Comfort?
Is this fear?
Wow. Not
Most likely. I mean,
Up until now, my form has been so beyond understanding that now that I am in this finite form, it is difficult to understand this
What?
survival instinct I've never had before.
that is what we call fight or flight instinct.
His fists clench close. I have not had to fight for my own survival for such a long time. This understanding that this small essence of myself may not make it back troubles me. Not for the abilities that it possesses, but for the knowledge and information that I have learned. If this were unable to reassess with my larger form, then what would be the purpose of all this? This fight, this struggle? Is this what it means to be alive? Is this how it is for you mortals? I would not wish a life like this upon my worst enemy.
Well, that's what we get every day.
Be sure to insult us, why don't you?
Well,
On the
sometimes.
contrary, I have grown more
sometimes.
respect for you.
Well, it's
Oh, I'm a little
Sometimes.
curious though. You're shaken. Do you think that's more from exertion, or do you think that's like you're really excited, like you're amped?
adrenaline.
I
Or
was
fear.
afraid that this vessel would not continue, would not return to fulfill the small destiny that is in place. If this consciousness does not return to my main form, just sort of slowly stands. It is worth considering. Miriam's just sort of glaring over at him. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rain on the parade of your... No, it's fine. It's just, I've just managed to get a very rare spell, but no, it's cool that you're gaining sentience, or, oh, do I say it, humanity. I'm only missing like a handful of spells. Like, I don't have the wish spell, obviously, because only a god can give that. And, well, kind of hard to run across those down here. Anywho, to our inevitable doom at the pyramids. Very well. We are making our headway towards the pyramids.
I wouldn't
I believe
necessarily.
they are that way.
I wouldn't necessarily say we're going to our inevitable doom.
You haven't seen the inside of those things. It's, I don't know how to describe it. The inside of your ship that you were dealing with? Imagine that, but like a lot creepier and worse. And, yeah. Imagine that it was working and it was working to try and unsettle you.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Talia she said like okay, like kind of like matter of factly, like just okay.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's very player response, like, oh, excitement and adventure? Oh no, I'm so scared.
You want to burn my house down and kill my entire family? Okay.
Hey, bro!
I'll be a super cool wizard because of it.
It only fuels my fire to ruin your
My
campaign.
tragic backstory.
It's over 9,000! Sorry, I'm...
I got that reference. Oh gosh dang it, Nappa, I had the scanner on backwards. It's over 9,000!
It's under 0.00009.
Anyway.
Anywho. Yeah, I mean, it'll take a little bit to get to the pyramids, even with your super duper cool flying ship. Are there any sort of conversations that you want to have along the way?
I'm gonna try and comfort Morbid Zach. He's still shooken up.
Okay. He is like child size now. So you're just like trying to comfort someone that doesn't, feel like, he doesn't, his physical body doesn't respond in the same way to like hugs and pats. So you're just like kind of, I don't know, what are you doing?
Like, how would his body react to something like that? Just curious.
No response. Just sort of stands there. In the same way that an alien wouldn't really know how to respond to like a high five.
They kind of like the head tilt, like, eh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what I just realized? It probably shouldn't say it, actually.
What did you do?
Is it a significant thing that would affect things?
No, it's just a reference that I've just realized, and I don't know if I should share it.
What is it?
Morbizak is like Groot. Especially now that he's kind of grown small.
Aw.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Would he have a small voice now, though?
No.
Or just... lame.
I am still the ever-living force that is the root of the eternal tree.
I am darkness. What are you doing? Put me down. What is this? Stop holding me. Put me down.
I am not adorable.
I am dark.
What are you talking about?
Miriam's like, oh shoot! We forgot my cart! Ah, screw it.
We'll find a new one.
I'll find more junk. It's not a big deal.
Wait a minute. Is it
You like junk a lot.
Well, when you get bored and you're walking on an endless beach, you start collecting things. And some of it's useful for survival, you know? Not
Are you
everyone
sure
else
it's
has a
not
living
just some
ship.
sort of internal conflict that causes you to view things?
Oh,
as
yes,
kind of
please.
useless?
Psychiatrist
useful.
Mai, please tell me my deepest and darkest fears.
You're very sarcastic towards me for no reason.
Well, I learned from watching you.
wow?
I vote we leave her here. No, I'm just kidding.
Who's the sarcastic one now?
Okay.
What can I say? You guys are rubbing off on me. She gives you a smile. What were you going to ask her?
No, it's fine.
Was
Oh, Talia? Never mind.
no, but Talia was going to ask something else, but I thought you were going to say something, like you were
Oh.
trying to
Oh,
psychologically identify her or something.
No, it's fine. It's cool. You just shit on me for no reason. I was gonna be nice, but it's fine. Mai will remember this.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if, whether or not Connor and Ty were still on her skiff.
No. We
No, we
decided
put
that
the ship.
already. They're in the ship.
Okay, thank God.
Yep.
Thank God.
Mai would probably literally murder everyone.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd all be going back for sure.
Yeah, we would definitely be turning this ship around.
Okay.
But yeah, Talia's just kind of trying to comfort Morvasak the best he can.
Okay. What are you doing specifically? Just like holding him?
Yeah, and like talking to him, like telling him that it's okay to feel, it's okay to feel like this because humans feel it all the time.
Are you momming the child?
Maybe.
Look like it.
But is it normal for me to feel this way? A being of eternity that is outside mortal understanding.
You understand it now.
Am I allowed to, though? Is it right for me?
Yes, it is.
A little late to make a decision on that.
Yeah.
Of course, it is okay for you to be able to feel things. You don't think the gods won't feel anything? I'm sure they have emotions as well. Do they most likely keep them pent up inside them and not show them to mortal kind? Probably, but still.
Someone's venting about their dad, okay?
Do they sometimes leave their kid for years on end? Maybe, but...
Are they like a big snake that like makes you feel really inferior?
Are they kind of a jerk sometimes?
Up, guys. Flipping you guys off right now. Flipping you guys off.
It's just funny. I'm sorry. It's too funny.
Hey, you know what? Give me a second.
It probably doesn't help
You-
that her dad has a similar voice to this creature that's now a child size. She's probably going through a lot right now. I don't know how to feel in this situation.
Your dad is now your child.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey, you know what, guys? You know what? Just you guys. Fuck you guys.
You stop and consider. Why are you giving us the finger?
Because you guys are being a pain in my ass about it.
Hey, kitty.
Cat
You
butt.
stop and consider that
Cat butt.
possibly, however unlikely, you may be your own dad. Hey, kitty. Which one is that one?
This is Echo.
Hey, Echo.
Good job, Fantasy High.
I wish Ben would turn into that. Okay.
Now where's Loki?
Anyways, back
No, I
to
want to
D-
see Loki.
No.
I want to see Loki.
Who's out here looking like a shadow demon?
Oh, that's me. Hi.
There's Loki.
What up?
No.
What up, demons? It's your boy.
Yeah, my light is on, but it's being shitty at the moment.
Backlighting. It's ominous.
I mean, hold on. If I turn my
It's at this point that the ship starts to descend as you draw close to the pyramids.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
What up?
Guys,
Hi, Loki.
You listen all the time. This is Echo.
We're showing up at the pyramids.
Showing off cats.
Yeah. He was sitting on my head.
You all had time to face cam cats before. It is D&D time now. You are about to embark on a dangerous quest to enter the ruins of a forgotten... Stop giving me that look. I literally can't look at your face cam. You just giving me weird looks, alright.
Stop giving the poor man weird looks.
I put OBS over the camera because it's distracting. As the stug lowers down, it announces, now arriving at the pyramids.
Thank you, Stug.
You are
Stug,
quite
I
welcome.
request a bottle cap for your posterity.
What?
Okay.
What?
An inventory screen opens up and you steal one bottle cap from the stug. And then it then instigates combat and it shoots you with a...
What is your deal with stealing, Joshua?
Aren't we
It
pirates?
shoots you with a
goddammit?
mini nuke and then you have to load your last save.
Good job, Fallout.
Thank you. Take an adversity token for getting the reference. Oh, by the way, I forgot to award stuff at the beginning of the campaign. Everyone gets an auto 20. Because I forgot.
Yay.
That's on me. So,
Yay.
yay. You don't sound so
Alright, I'm
excited.
gonna log off for a quick second.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's not like we were playing something.
Yeah, no, he just distracts and then leaves. Okay. You all offload from the stug and stand at the front of one of these massive pyramids. You can tell that there's two smaller ones that are kind of off to the side that you're sort of sandwiched between, and you're a little bit of ways away from the larger one where you can see that there is a massive doorway. However, there is two beams of energy piercing from the top of either of the smaller pyramids focused on the doorway, causing the metal that makes up the doorway to becoming singeing hot that if you were to approach it would be certain death. The metal door is white hot, basically.
Hey,
Do we have any, like, sticks and or rocks, like metal poles?
The door is about 60 feet tall and 40 feet wide for each door.
hey, you catch me up. I was missing for a second.
We just arrived at the pyramids. The door is burning white hot from 2 beams atop the nearby pyramids.
Joshua says,
So we either need. Shall
So
we go move
if
the
you want a
beams?
35.5-foot pole to poke the door with, it'll incinerate instantly.
Okay, Grinch.
Also, Morbazak's the size of a child.
Yeah.
Joshua
And
gets
he now
everybody-
understands mortality.
Yeah. Resources dwindling.
Guys.
I
Sure,
think we
get
need to go up
everybody-
the pyramid and move the beams.
Oh. Joshua's immune to fire damage. This is beam or something.
We're getting hit with beams.
No, you're not being hit with beams. The door is
Oh.
being hit by a beam.
We'd be dead if we were getting hit by a beam.
Correct.
I'm confused. I'm sorry.
Okay. So
3 pyramids.
Joshua's immune.
let,
a triangle-ish
let
fashion.
me describe the scene
no.
once again. For now that everyone's here, no one's leaving and joining. There are 3 pyramids arranged in a triangle formation. One is larger than the others. You are currently in between the 2 smaller pyramids, and the larger pyramid has a massive door on it that is burning white hot as 2 beams of energy are piercing from the top of the nearby 2 pyramids and focused on the door.
Okay.
So we need to refocus those beams to somewhere else.
From this distance, because Stug didn't want to fly in too close, Stug flew pretty much to the outside of the triangle, and you all have to sort of make your way further in on foot. You can see that there does seem to be some sort of small-ish structure at the center of the pyramids, of the triangle of the pyramids. So you can make your way there if you would like. Or you can go to investigate the other 2 smaller pyramids, or just walk up to the burning door.
I say Joshua should walk up to the burning door.
Thank you. Wonderful. Joshua
I
He's
glad.
just
gonna
wanna
turn
see
into
what
Gold
happens.
Superman.
Get that reference. Superman 1 million.
Okay. Go ahead and take a diversity token.
I thought he wasn't gonna award you. Okay, cool.
I was good.
Anyway.
I was legitimately worried.
Hey, I got the Grinch reference.
Alright, then take an adversity token.
Yeah, Joshua.
I only give it to people who call them out.
Joshua saunters up to the door.
Okay, please make a constitution saving throw.
Right.
Oh boy.
Well, it was nice knowing you.
I would have had him take some marshmallows. Fuck.
LOL.
And I turn back and get some marshmallows.
He turns around, starts running back to the party, and instantly has a tan.
Is that possible?
Yes.
Most
Joshua?
He's
fires
just got
not
like brown flaking skin that just peels off.
Isn't Joshua
Joshua's
already
looks like
tan?
mine.
Well,
Also, isn't he on fire?
No, it's brown.
Brown
anywho,
skin.
what did you get for your con save, Joshua?
Oh,
A 12?
12.
Okay. Most people would have taken 300 degrees of burning damage, but since you're a Genasi, you only take 3.
You take
It's at this
over?
point that Joshua's approach towards the door lessens. He puts his finger in his mouth, pulls it out, it catches flame, and he says, "That's hot."
Hot enough for me.
Do you continue to saunter towards the door?
Oh no. Oh no. Joshua, I was joking. Come back.
Can do it.
Okay, you will continue to take persistent fire damage. The closer you get, the more hotter it will get. There does not... I will say that at this point, go and make a perception check. You're close enough to the door.
You know that opening the door won't stop the beam. It's not like we'll be able to walk in as soon as you open the door. The beam's still going to be there.
But I might be able to turn it off from the inside.
No, Joshua, that's
He
not...
just needs to get inside the door and flick off the switch.
How would anybody
Yeah,
do it then? Without
Joshua,
another
there's a
person?
whole mechanism in the middle of these pyramids that we're standing next to now. Stupid.
I'm an 11 for perception.
Okay, you can see that there is no handle or lock on the door, and it is just like 2 massive metal doors. Also, you take 7 more points of fire damage.
He's like, well, gotta just push it with my hands.
And that is halved, since you are resistant, so...
I'm gonna look at the mechanism.
Okay. The sort of construct that's in the middle of all of these pyramids is what seems to be sort of this square sort of dais with some symbols on it. And then you can see that there's I'm completely blanking. You know how like a sidewalk has like squares, you know, situated?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine like that. Like you're sort of walking out into a quad, but instead of having like beautiful trees and bushes around you, it's just sand that's kind of pouring over onto these stone tiles. And these tiles are about 10 by 10. That sort of surround this one sort of raised up square that's also 10 by 10 but has a series of runes on it.
Mm-hmm. Anybody got any idea about this?
I do.
I mean, there's
More than
always that.
time.
You're not here, Joshua. Your mouth is fused shut.
Alright, well, let me know if he dies. I'm gonna go check out that little, I suppose, shed out in the middle.
Okay.
And I just get a
So you
super
do you step up onto the slightly raised dais to investigate the runes?
Yes.
Okay.
Assuming it's not
As
very
soon as you
bathed
step
in
up onto the
scorching
slightly
light.
raised square, it shifts down very slowly, just kind of
Oh god, it's a booby trap.
and then all around you there's a shifting as all the sand sort of falls into the cracks. And you can see that you are in the middle of a 3 by 3 grid. I was gonna make it 6 by 6, but we're going pretty slow, so I gotta pick up the pace.
A grid? Okay. Whole gear, what did you do?
puzzle in time.
Holgear has activated the first puzzle.
Okay. Well, this is great. Love this. We're having a fun time. Joshua, step away from the door.
Joshua gets pouty but goes back with the party.
Okay. No one can see Joshua's tears because they evaporate instantly.
There are no more tears. His eyes are dry.
What eyes?
Oh god.
They're just obsidian.
No.
Wait, do I get turned into an obsidian element?
Do you want to bake yourself?
No. Alright.
You're a lava rock now.
Yeah.
He just becomes petrified again. My natural state.
I'm going to be a beautiful butterfly.
Okay. Holgear has stepped up onto the dais and it has settled down, and Miriam puts out her hands like, nobody move! He's activated something.
Obviously.
You know, I was really hoping it would just open up a voice line to Morbizak, or not Morbizak,
Like a
Omni
telecom.
Connor.
Hmm.
Because I think,
Like-
you know, I kind of
I mean, you don't know. Maybe this is the knock. Yeah, you're holding down the button. Talk to him right now.
I'm gonna assume that you can see all of this reality. Would you mind letting us in?
Can you
Make
open
a...
I'm here with your Grubhub delivery.
I will allow you to make a... make a religion, persuasion, or D100 roll.
D100.
You just do the D100, man. That sounds like fun.
I kind of wanna.
Do it.
Joshua cheers him on.
How do you do a D100 on?
It's at the
20.
very bottom. It looks like 2 D10s.
Ah. Right in the middle. 56.
Okay. There is no response.
Can I try persuasion instead?
Sure.
Man, your Subway sandwich is
Oh.
getting... And you...
I was one space off of a natural 20, but this time it's a 19.
Oh.
Okay. You call out and you hear a voice that says, "Hello, please state your name and reason for arriving today."
What?
Holgear. Request via Omni Connor.
Invalid response. Holgear and Omniconnor do not exist on our transcript. Please state your name and reason for approaching today.
Whose name would he know?
Kitongu.
What?
Kitongu.
No, that's not what I asked. Whose name of us would be there?
Joshua.
I guess use Joshua's name.
Invalid. Joshua, not
Try using our little crispy critter friend here. His name.
Rumpelstiltskin to see Kitangu.
Invalid
I don't
response.
want to-
Rumpelstiltskin does not exist on a register.
Kind of.
I don't want to say Morbizak in the event that it's a combat activating name.
Morbizak, are
Did you say Morbizak?
Oh no.
I meant for
Man.
that statement to be
Yeah,
out of
sure
character,
did.
but there we go.
Heck.
Holger, it was nice
Very
knowing
well. Please re-enter name and reason for visit.
Oh.
Morbizak is here to have tea with Kitongu.
Invalid input. Morbazak is currently not present within Karthus. Also, Kitangu is not expecting tea time with Morbazak today.
We need a group name.
We'll figure that out when we can get out of here. Priorities.
I'm saying maybe Kitangu has us as one party as a group name. We'd be Connor's friend.
Dimension.
Oh, maybe we should tell the computer that Katanga that he's bringing us to meet Katanga. That's what his purpose for being here today is.
Invalid response. Kitangu has not requested any visitors today.
Urgent meeting.
Miriam swears and says, "Dang it. Looks like he forgot that he invited us." Query.
Yeah.
Is that Miriam Gestalt?
What?
How does he... You know what?
Previous
I
visitor,
suppose-
Miriam Gestalt. Do you request access?
What?
I was in this thing before, remember? I kind of had to make a guest account to escape.
Well, get us back. Well, get us in. Hurry up.
Miriam just kind of calls over like, "Yes, I would like to enter." You can tell that she's like wincing as she's saying it. Very well, Miriam Gestalt using guest. Please enter your password. I don't have a password, it's a guest account. Very well, please solve these security questions to change your password. Are you kidding me? And like a little panel slides up in front of you, Hulkier, that's like, please select all the pictures that have pots in them.
Oh, Jesus.
And then there's a little button next to it that says, I am not a construct.
This has got to be the most bizarre security system I've ever seen.
No, it seems
Who comes up with this
standard to
stupid
me.
shit? God.
We're in Fantasyland, bitch. We don't know what 3-factor authentication is.
Did you just call me a... You know what? Hold your...
I'm calling all of us bitches. You're not special.
I know.
Alright, I'll select all the pots and
Okay.
the traffic lights.
Make an investigation
and...
check.
Oh, god damn it.
The cars.
$18.
Which of these pictures have birds in them?
Hey, you picked the right picture.
Waldo.
You select all the pictures that have pots in them, and then as you select enter, you can see that one of the squares turns red, and you can see that there's a tiny flower pot that gets circled way in the background.
Oh my god.
And it says, invalid response. Now, please select all the pictures that have potato sacks in them. And then it like shows you a bunch of other pictures. And Miriam's like, alright, come on, hold on, let me get in there. And as soon as she like runs forward, she steps onto one of these squares and it settles down. Instantly the display goes away whole gear, and the voice says, warning, there are multiple figures surrounding Miriam Gestalt. She's like, I wasn't on the platform! Understood.
Miriam, get down.
Miriam Gestalt, are you using guests? Yes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guests. Very well. Please input password for guest. I don't have a password! She like runs up and kind of pushes you away, Hulk here. She just starts like smacking it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to understand why Kitongu doesn't get visitors.
She's getting in a verbal argument with this machine right now.
vote we burn
So
the machine
sad when they start
down.
losing their minds.
No. Bad Joshua, no arson today.
The world's literally burned already. What else are you gonna do?
Joshua, have you ever
Probably
tried
make a
putting
mess.
water on something?
Out of water, Genasi.
I don't know, which is why they would never expect it.
Totally expected. Why burn things? Completely unexpected.
Mislead.
That
So
door seemed...
I knew you were expecting some fire in this combat, but did you expect this? Zip.
No!
Oh no, stop.
No!
No. What?
Go in the naughty corner.
Anyways, after a couple of moments, you hear the voice respond. Would you like to change your password? Yes. All right, please enter previous password. No!
Miriam, do you need help?
She just holds up a finger at you, like the full-on mother, just like, don't.
We're gonna be here.
You can
all-
see that she's got like one hand on her hip, just ready to pull her wand on this thing.
Miriam, you're.
Kill Miriam.
I don't think you're doing this right. I think you're.
I just have
Making
to
it
solve
worse.
one of these stupid picture things. Invalid response. Ah!
Wait, let me try. Hang on.
I'm trying to see if I have calm emotions or something.
Fire.
She counterspells it.
Why don't you just tell the... How about we just tell the computer to tell him we're out here and have it just see and just wait and see if he comes out.
Yeah, just tell. Wait, can I talk?
This is going
Hang on.
nowhere.
Computer, or voice? Hello.
Hello, I am Puddles. It's person Sagittarius Fifon Sun, or Villains for short.
Uns.
Villains.
Uns.
Villains.
Yeah, this is Phil. Hi, Phil. Hello, Miriam Gestalt. Welcome back. Would you like to use your guest access to grant access to...
hey,
Yes! Please! Just for the love of... Just do it. Very well. Please insert password. I'm gonna kill you. Would you like to enter without using your password? Yes! Please answer the following security questions, alright? What was your mother's first maiden name when she had a dog that was born on 32-6 Southwest? I don't know! I don't remember any of my past before I came here.
How
well.
in the world would it know that?
The computer made by a god. It should know everything.
What is the fastest way that I can change my password? Very well. Activating Italian accent. Oh, that doesn't sound good. And the two beams blink off. And the door just kind of bursts into smoke. And then after a few moments, you watch as it stops burning white to red to succumbing to a dark color. Please enter to begin the trial. I guess we're going in?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it said it was gonna ask for another password, and I thought you were gonna flip your lid.
Don't tempt me.
So we had.
You suck. We gotta go through a trial now.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, oh, alright. Before we go in, how fast are these trials? Trials average between 18 minutes to 232 years. Well...
I think that guy just died.
No. These are all successful trials.
I mean, I'm gonna live that long,
Sure.
but you guys.
Successful trials range from 18 minutes to 232 years.
I don't know if I'd call that successful, Chief.
think the
Some people
trial
like to
just
take
gave
their
up
sweet
after a
time.
while.
Also, did we get a short rest on the ride over?
Yes.
Nice.
Sweet.
And I'm also pretty sure that you guys took a long rest before you took off, but then you did fight that worm. So.
Yeah.
Wormiest worm of them all.
The worm.
I feel like Joshua was close enough to a door that he just gets a wave of smoke that just sort of around him that covers him as the doors start to open up, wafting him with like a blast of air.
And I miss Connor. It's so
Is that why you're
lonely.
black facing?
No,
What?
what the fuck?
What?
That's uncalled for.
What?
Ah,
I'm so confused. What's
look,
happening?
edit that out.
Anyways, you enter the pyramid.
We are not done talking. Or done talking.
We enter the pyramids.
Okay.
Need to smoke weed
Yeah.
and kick ass.
Before
We
beginning
enter-
the trial
Weed.
of a... What?
Dude, I got.
What were you gonna say?
I got the weed part covered. You guys, yes.
We're all out of weed.
You hush, you're a minor. Anyway,
Oh no, we ain't.
continue.
Oh no, we ain't.
Joshua. We enter the pyramid.
As you enter the massive doors, you enter a space of pure darkness. As you enter, your eyes begin to adjust and you can see massive walls. All this sort of weird texture that seems to be that sort of living metal or sort of pressed flat into stone. You can see that there is like black sort of pumping through the walls in weird sort of twisting or jagged patterns. There are massive sort of complex gears and, extrapolations of technology sort of piercing out of different crevices and even broken surfaces that lets you know that this entire structure is this sort of this living construct that you've seen a lot of this other technology made out of. There is no sand on the floor in here. Instead, it is pretty pristine, if not for the fact that there are severe cracks of loose rubble and even spatters of this black liquid that has been stained or is like currently coursing its way through cracks along the floor. This place has, you would assume, has been abandoned for a long time, if not for the fact that it's currently still in use and seemingly active. Before beginning the trial of Atlantia, everyone must partake in one token of... Where is it? Where's my...
Token of
You must partake in a token of Okay. And there are 7 pendants that each of you can choose from. And I will go ahead and take a picture to give you a generalization of these, but I will also describe them to you. Shoot. Okay.
Bang.
Very funny.
is.
Okay.
But we do more.
What?
And as you come in, Miriam kind of looks around like, oh, this is really old stuff. And Morbazek pipes up. Ancient. These are abstract essences that molded the universe. What are they doing here? Not even in storybooks use these. And what you see is different sort of visual representations that sort of represent the different elements, but rather of earth, wind, and fire. Instead, you find different things. Give me just a moment to kind of describe these. The first of which you come across seems to be like a pyre. You can see that there are some wood sort of arranged in a circle with one single stick standing straight up, and it is cracked in half and exploding up and out of it and enveloping itself in almost this warm hug is a symbol that I believe Miriam and actually anybody that knows Primordial knows what this symbol represents, and that is
Who
flame.
knows Primordial?
I believe Talia does. And
Yeah,
Connor,
I do.
Is this a
Connor.
Fifth Element reference?
No.
Sure.
The next symbol that you see is what kind of looks like the sort of old-timey visual of like wind blowing, where it sort of comes in from either side and blows against each other before billowing out and giving off these reverberating effects, with a single lightning bolt coming down that kind of makes it look like a speech bubble. And this is the symbol for thunder. Next to it, you can see that there is several large protrusions that seem to grow high up into the sky, where you can see that it is represented with these sort of cartoony clouds on either side. And far beneath them, you can see that there are different shapes, some of which are common, circular, and others seem to be kaleidoscopic, signifying that they are gemstones, and this symbolizes stone. The next symbol that you can see is what appears to be 4 intercrossing rods, or rather 2 rods crossing each other in a plus, where you can see that there are waves of energy coming into it, and above crackling out energy, and below billowing out into the earth. And this is the symbol for conduit, which is, you know, representing lightning and whatnot, but also the changing and coordination of channeling energy. Next to that one, you can see that there is what seems to be a tree trunk, and as it goes down, you can see the roots going and burrowing into the earth as if grabbing and crushing the ground. And then pretty much mirroring it, you can see the branches going up, and they seem to be reaching and upholding what seems to be a series of leaves and whatnot, making what's the word? I can never remember the word. When like branches make like a cover, I forget what that's called.
Canopy?
Canopy, thank you.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Yes. There is another symbol that is so damaged and smudged that you cannot make out what it is. And then off to, or just above this line of 6 symbols, you can see that there is a 7th, representing an additional one for the 7 of you, which seems to be a roughly humanoid form that's sort of made out of these billowing and waving lines. And then at the center of it, you can see what seems to almost be a flame that Miriam and Morbizak let you know this symbolizes soul. And Miriam says, "This is weird. This doesn't really make sense. Why is soul here? Why aren't there other things like light and dark and whatnot?" I understand that these are like the basic elements for creating the universe and whatnot, but what are we meant to do with it? I guess we take one of these and we have to represent it, or... Phil, what are we supposed to do with these? Once you take a pendant, you will be representing this element in the continuing trials.
Connor, you want to take flame? Wait, Joshua.
Nice. Why'd you have to bring him back? He's gone.
Oh, Jesus.
I will run to the bathroom to allow all of you to discuss amongst yourselves.
Okay, so which elements were there again? There's fire, earth, water.
Fire.
Earth,
There's
which seems
flame,
to symbolize
there's-
nature and whatnot. There's soul. There's conduit, which is like lightning and electricity. There's flame, which is healy. Then there is thunder, which seems to be symbolizing speech and, force waves. And then there's stone.
Yo,
The images are in-game stuff, if you want to look at them. And then
Draw
there's
them
a
yourself.
seventh of which you cannot discern what it is.
Like to discern what the seventh is. But seriously, do you think we should all just take one?
I guess so.
Oh,
I think.
obviously represent fire. Kazak represents soul. We literally just talked about him growing a soul or whatever.
He's not growing a soul, he's understanding humanity. It's different.
He's growing a soul. I would represent Earth.
Alrighty, I'm back. Morbazak steps up and says, I think it might be for the best that I represent Earth in this aspect.
Fair enough.
Miriam kind of shrugs her shoulders. I don't know, I've got lots of spells, so I could pretty much represent just about anything. I'll flex.
Why don't you be the conduit then?
She
That's
is
what
a
you want me to
conduit
do.
for magic.
Just seems fitting after that spell you just got, so.
Sure.
You might get strikes with
I'd like to
lightning,
let it out.
thrown with a rock.
Although, to be fair, we don't exactly know what that seventh missing one is. Hey, Phil, do you mind telling us what... Oh, you can't. You can't tell us about your puzzles. That's right. I remember why I hate this place now.
Among other things.
You forgot why you hated this place?
I try to forget. Don't remind me. This is not going to be pleasant.
Anyway, Talia, you pick next.
Okay, well, Morbazak Earth, Miriam's Conduit, Joshua was Flame. So that leaves Soul, Thunder, Stone, and the Mystery one.
I think Slippery represents the mystery one.
And I thought,
Joshua, what the fuck are you talking about?
Slippery Jack.
Oh.
think
I was like,
Slippery.
I did
Slippery
not
Jack.
hear that at all. Never mind, we're good.
Slippery
Oh,
Jack
I get you.
represents
Ha, ha, ha.
mystery.
Bye, bot.
Loved you, bot.
Where did it go?
We're a son of a bot.
To hell where it
Okay.
belongs.
No, that's where you
Belongs
are.
only in the first
Anyway.
circle.
Talia, pick, and Sparrow, you're rude.
What do you mean? Why? Why am I...
No, that's where you are.
Right, because I'm going to put you through hell.
Uh-huh.
so the only
Neo
ones
Force.
left are Soul, Thunder, and Stone, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, who is everyone taking?
We're deciding that.
Okay.
From what we know of, Morbazak is taking Earth, Miriam took Conduit, Joshua is Flame.
Which one? Was the one about languages and stuff?
Thunder. That's like the speech bubble one. It means about like, and Miriam will explain these to you. It kind of means about like being forceful, but not just with like physical strength, but like kind of being roundabout, perhaps. Conduit doesn't necessarily mean like lightning and electricity. It's about being able to reinforce or redistribute stuff.
Yeah,
like
which is
focusing energy and whatnot.
Something I think Miriam would be good at.
Yeah, Earth is like life and creation and whatnot. Soul is kind of an up there one, but Morbizak kind of hints in on this one that it's sort of about like the fact of living and whatnot, which is why he specifically states that he should not be Soul, because he doesn't believe that he'd be able to represent that, as he is more of like living in the essence that he's plant matter, you know, not a sort of mortal thing with a soul and whatnot. So Morbizak is being Earth, Flame, and Flame is more like kind of passion or spark and whatnot, but still that one's going to be Joshua, it seems.
He has a passion for stabbing people.
Okay.
In the back.
It was one time, and I was going through some shit.
And Stone is like rigidity and like strength and, you know, the essence of like being eternal, basically. Is there any ones that I'm like currently missing? I think I've described everything.
Except for the 7th one we don't know.
Correct.
So yeah, Talia, I think you can do, I mean, either of those really would fit you.
Yeah.
That makes sense, so.
And I mean, Miriam's willing to do just about anything, even take the mystery one, just because nobody knows what it is.
Well, she's had a lot of main character energy so far this session, and she needs to stop it.
I'll take it.
She's had one sassy comment to you, and has had an argument with a robot.
I was gonna take.
That is par for the course for the rest of you.
Talia's answering.
I was gonna take the mystery one if anyone wasn't going to. So,
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna take Soul or the mystery one, so either way, I don't care.
Okay, so I'll take mystery.
Okay.
Okay. Minus Soul.
I guess I could look that left over.
Mystery. Well, Miriam's kind of waiting to take whatever's left because she thinks she can do whatever. Talia's taking mystery. So Stone. Conduit.
She's not doing conduit?
I mean, she can be conduit if nobody wants it.
Okay.
Nobody wants conduit.
Although if Jack thinks that he can be more quicker and able to, you know, deal with things, then he can
reflect things and like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Jack would be good at that. Whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah, I could do that.
So Jack wants to be conduit?
We're gonna get like
who's Thunder?
Sure, I'll do it.
Thunder? I don't know. I don't think we got one for Thunder.
We got her. Nah, no.
Who's the
Okay, my Soul, Joshua's Flame.
Right. No, I was
Jack's
gonna say I got it written down.
Okay. Who's what?
I was gonna say who's like the voice of the group that talks a lot or something. That's good about like being silver tongued and whatnot.
I mean me, but like okay.
In the same way you get shot.
I don't get shot. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh.
I haven't been shot. What?
She has literally been in a world without guns, so I think out of everyone, she's the least likely to have been shot.
Don't make me smack you again.
Shoot Miriam.
What? Joshua, are you okay? Did that door hurt you in the head?
No, I'm just making random comments.
I don't know. Holgier's pretty good with his words. So. Holgier?
He's deafened for some reason.
hold your.
Someone type at him.
I did.
I think someone was talking to him, so he had to step away, but
Gotcha.
I don't know what happened.
You know the muffin man, the muffin man.
No, I don't, and I don't want to.
Oh, he's gonna go with
No,
Thunder.
you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Cool.
Which means that Miriam will take Stone.
And
'cause
then
it's
Talia's
the
gonna
last one.
the 7th.
Yeah, Talia's taking Mystery.
Ooh.
So somehow this all just fits. No?
Mhm.
Don't want to discuss it anymore.
I'll be
Let's
honest, was not expecting most of these, but that's fine. Actually, I think the only one I was really surprised by was Talia taking the Mystery one. And
Yeah, I
I
thought
would have
she would've
expected
taken-
Holgear to take Stone.
I thought she would have taken Thunder, to be quite honest, but
That's fine.
I think it's cool. I think it's good to experience things out of the box, you know?
Okay.
Unless, Joshua, you want to switch or something.
Oh, let's just go.
Okay, God.
Wow.
Feisty.
So, as
So
you
good.
step close to the symbols that are emblazoned on the wall, you watch as a spark of energy starts to encircle the different lines carved into the wall, and then reach out, and then manifest itself in front of you in this sort of circular pendant with the same sort of symbol, smaller inside. And as you go to accept it, it actually latches onto you in a spot of your choosing. You can kind of move around. It's basically magnetized to you, so you can't drop it. But you can move it around your body if you want to wear it on your head, on your hand, on your shoulder, or whatnot. But it's just kind of this palm-sized disc with the symbol inside. And while you have this, you are able to do several things. Let's start with Joshua. Because you have chosen Flame, that means that you are now resistant to fire.
Already was. That is the worst power ever.
Ask if you wanted to switch, Dingus.
You're more resistant to fire. How about that?
You're
I
actually
will give that to you. I will have it and then have it again. You are also able to cast Produce Flame at will without having to cast.
Is that also something you could do already?
Do that.
But it doesn't take up a spell slot.
They don't
It's a
have
cantrip.
spell slot.
Oh.
I asked you if you wanted to switch. You did
Bro,
this
this
to
fucking sucks. I'm gonna get like a cool magical
Give
girl
it-
costume or some shit.
You gotta
All
give
right,
him
all right, all
something.
right. How about this? How about this? You can cast Scorching Ray without a spell
Ooh.
slot.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
It's finally
Um,
something a little more useful at the moment.
Okay, Miriam with Stone is resistant to bludgeoning damage and can cast Erupting Earth. Or Shape Stone, sorry. Morbizak can cast Erupting Earth.
Oh.
And has bonus to some other stuff. Jack with Conduit, you are able to cast Shocking Grasp, and you are resistant to lightning.
Okay.
You are resistant to radiant damage, and you can cast True Resurrection without casting a spell slot.
Where's that brother statue?
That's just letting you know that if anybody
I don't think I
dies, you can just bring him right back. So don't let my die.
I want to.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Holgear, with thunder, you are resistant to thunder damage, and you are able to cast Vicious Mockery and Thunder Wave.
Ooh.
I can't vicious mockery him? Rude.
No.
You're strong.
And you watch as Talia takes the mystery one, and though you could not see the symbol as it was carved onto the wall, as it does manifest itself in this blue swirl of light and sort of warp into being, you watch as you take on the ability to be resistant to cold damage, and you are able to cast Produce Water at will.
Oh, cool.
As you take on Wave.
That one would have been hilarious for Joshua to get, I won't lie.
Oh.
I would not have expected.
Oh, yeah, do you want to switch with Joshua?
Nope, you can't change now.
No take
Also,
back
you guys
here.
have to be nice to me now.
All God are morphers.
We are the Power Rangers.
God, no.
Like power.
And with
Cracker.
your powers combined, you might be able to beat this dungeon.
Talia and I are the Black and White Rangers, because, you know, duh.
Why?
Yo.
Because we're the only girls, and we're not going to be confined to pink
What
and
about
yellow.
pink and yellow?
Because pink
I
and
want
yellow
pink.
is the gender stereotype bullshit. Fuck you.
Hey, I actually liked the blue ranger that was a girl. Yeah, I think every blue ranger has been my favorite.
I think you
Blue
just like the
Ranger's
color blue.
badass.
No, because
LOL.
just like, all right, fine, whatever. I'm not going to get into this. But there's like this great scene of like, so the red one's the leader, the green one's tough and whatnot. Pink, well, she's the girl. What about you, the blue ranger? I'm Scottish!
I fucking love that.
Hi.
What series is that?
Have you
I'm
guys
gonna watch
not seen that?
What series is it?
I don't remember, but it's a very popular clip on YouTube.
Is it
Wait, hold on.
newer series?
Looking that up.
Just look up I'm Scottish. Actually,
Anyway,
maybe in parentheses like Power Rangers or something.
I'm Scottish.
No, it's the first thing as soon as I type in Scottish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Scottish Power Ranger.
I need to know where this is from.
Alright.
Continue while I find out this.
Okay. So, then a part in the door, a doorway parts open in the wall. You can continue on to the next chamber.
Okay.
You know, some fancy lights and magic stuff happens. It's really cool and it's very spooky.
Ooh, spooky. What? I like spooky.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
Spooky for you,
I'm
then.
just failing with my words today, and I don't know why.
It's okay. Not everyone is a wordsmith.
Yeah, not everyone could be me.
Wow.
Wow. But I'm supposed to be the wordsmith. That's literally my entire job.
Well, that's sad for you.
What? Sad that that's my only job, or that I'm failing?
Yes.
From Power Rangers RPM.
Cool.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
You used to move on because it's fucking hilarious. Yes, let's move on.
Okay. Let's see. What is our first puzzle?
You don't know?
I was gonna roll on a
Prepare
random
this.
encounter table, but maybe I won't.
I mean,
You
do,
walk
I
into
just-
a room and it's got an elephant, and an elephant says, "Hey, will you cut my hair?" Which color of scissors do you use?
I punch the elf in the face and tell him, where?
That was the solution to the puzzle. You move on to the next room. And
Wait.
this room, there...
Like, for a second I was like, is this real or am I being pranked?
I thought you weren't supposed to address the elephant in the room.
No, you're not supposed
Take an
elephant hair.
adversity token.
Yes.
You're supposed to make the elephant wear a dress. Duh.
You're supposed to put him in the freezer.
What the fuck?
You... Have you not heard that joke? It's like,
Eat it one bit at a time.
how do you put the giraffe in the freezer? You pull out the elephant.
What the fuck are you talking? I don't.
Alright.
Okay, moving on.
I've never been more confused in my life.
You
What is
enter into a large chamber that's about 30 by 30 by 30. All the walls are the same, floor and ceiling, all the sort of same smooth gray stone with, you know, the sort of black tendrils moving behind the wall. In this room, you can see that there are a series of levers. There is one lever that seems to be wrought iron, very old, very black, and seems like it might be stuck. As you can see, that is not fully lent in one direction, but almost halfway. Then you can see that there is another lever that is brass, and these are all sticking up out of the floor that kind of come up to waist height. This second lever is brass, and you can see that there are several cogs and sort of wires and things, moving parts in it that seems to be a little bit too much for it. There is a simple wooden lever that seems to just go into the ground that is leaning off to one side. Then there is a silver lever that seems to be emblazoned with a interesting inlays of runes that just seem to be, you know, fancy, but perhaps related to some sort of heritage. And then there is a gold lever that seems to be emblazoned with royal finery. And you can see it is also covered in these different sort of intricate designs on it. And then there is a button on the wall that just seems to be a sort of square that's just sort of jutting out of the wall on the far side of the room. That seems to be just next to an inset, which seems to be the door. And above the door, you can see that there seems to be a series of runes that symbolize sort of time. It kind of looks like a clock, so to speak, just sort of above the door, but it is not illuminated. What would you all like to do? And I will go ahead and describe these levers again in the notes channel for you.
Thank you. Real quick, can I do like a perception check to see if there's any wear on any of the handles?
Yeah.
Cast Scorching Ray.
13.
I know what you're trying to go for is trying to see which lever gets used the most. It seems like depending upon what type of style the lever is, you can tell just sort of the wear and usage on it. So, you know, the ones that are like fancier and whatnot seem more pristine, while the others kind of seem old and dilapidated. Whether or not you can tell if one's been like grasped more than any others, you cannot tell.
I think Jack's reasoning is going to be that whichever lever looks the oldest and has been around the longest is probably going to be the one to get you out of here, because it was probably the first one made. So he's going to try pulling on the old lever. The old rusty one.
The old iron one? Okay. The old iron one is stuck. Please go ahead and make me a strength check if you're just going to pull on it.
Okay. Let's see. Looks like an 18.
Okay. Jack walks up to one of, and he kind of has to reach up a little bit to get a good grasp on it, and he and it instantly pulls, coming out of its sort of stuck position, and whoa, and you get the sense that it was, up against some mechanism that was very intense and heavy, and it is with that you all notice it, and you notice a fine bit of dust come from above, and you start to notice the ceiling is slowly starting to come down.
Yeah, I think I chose wrong. Anybody else want to give it a shot?
You get the sense that that might be the reason why it was stuck, and it was in attempts to stop whatever mechanism it is.
Should we try and put it back?
Yeah, I'll try pushing it back.
Okay. Do you push it back to the other side?
I pushed it back to where it was.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to try and finagle it back to its stuck position.
Okay. That would be a 24.
Absolutely. You go to swing it to the other side, and instantly you can feel it start to get pulled in the other direction, and just last second you give a heave and pull it in just as it goes. And you actually feel like the rod bend a little bit against your weight, but it kind of gets stuck, and you can feel this sort of shake that goes through the entire room, and you watch as a little bit of sparks come above, and the ceiling stops.
Well, I shot my shot. Got my own rebound. Anybody else want to try? I'm passing the ball to whoever wants it.
All right.
Are there any like notes or riddles?
There does not seem to be anything. Miriam pipes up and says, "Okay, here's the deal, gang. We could probably brute force all of these and kind of figure it out. And that tends to work. You know, we don't need to necessarily sit here for too long and try and overthink it. But we can also ask for hints if we want. Sometimes the hints make it more confusing, but also sometimes the first hint kind of just gives the general layout for whatever the situation is. So, might not be a bad idea to just sort of ask, like, first hint, you know?"
What's the penalty if we take hints?
It kind of depends on what the riddle is. Sometimes they'll take opportunities away and stuff and whatnot, but generally for the first hint it's free. Which is kind of makes sense because it's kind of just the introduction to the puzzle.
I think
we should maybe try and flip one of them, or flip all of them at the same time.
I think it coordinates with the elements we got.
Yeah, we have elements.
Miriam kind of shrugs her shoulders. "I don't know, I didn't really have a group last time, so we didn't really deal with the whole elemental sort of coordination stuff, so..."
Cool. Anyway.
Well, how did you do it last time?
I blasted my way through some of them, but, you know, I generally had to think smart and quick and just keep moving, so... If it was me, I would have pulled all the levers, see what they did, tried to undo any of them that were bad, and just keep going. But now I've got more people to watch out for, so it might be best if we don't pull that one, because it might, you know, open up the floor into a pit of nothing. I don't know.
Could give us pancakes.
Alright, Phil, please give us a hint.
What?
Very well.
You can't just decide that.
Yeah, you can't just decide that for the group. You're not the boss here.
Wait, oh, did you not want a hint?
No!
Okay.
Don't ask for a hint, damn it.
This
Phil,
puzzle's
shut
alright, shut up, Phil.
I'm gonna go over to the silver.
Okay.
Whole girl walk over to Fancy Gold.
I think I'll walk over to the intricate brass.
And I guess Jack's still at the iron.
Yeah, but someone's gotta pull the
Yeah, I
wooden
guess
one.
so.
I think
Miriam's gonna stand next to the door just in case something else happens.
Liam, get your ass over here.
No.
There's no more levers. What do you want?
Someone isn't over by the wooden one.
Oh, I thought Mr. Flamey Boy was gonna go for that one. I'll go pull the wooden one if you want to try and solve a lock that might magically appear on this door.
No. Because Rumpelstiltskin is wood, right? He's
Fair
making
enough. Morbazak walks over to the
Sure, we want
the wood one.
big guy pulling the one.
Hmm? What'd you say?
Just keep the flamey guy away from the wooden one.
Yeah.
Keep our flamey friend away from the wooden one.
All due respect, Joshua, we don't want you to burn.
I mean, to be fair, the flame symbol is literally a wood staff being split in half.
Well, I can't tell if that's racist or not.
What?
Wow.
Oh, it's just because you literally. You know what? I'm not engaging in this conversation.
The ladies can't be around you because you're too hot. Anyways, let's move on with the puzzle.
Boom!
More...
In for the loser.
It's even more sad because I had to come up with the comeback for you. Morbazak says, so what is the plan?
Die.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Take an adversity token
Yay!
as you fall into a pit.
Fuck you.
Not a pit.
No!
Endless pit. Pit of dreams.
Joshua.
Run,
Fuck you right now.
Morbazak does pull the lever and Mai does fall into a pit with a crocodile, though.
No, I don't. I didn't tell him to pull it yet.
You did! You told him to pull it!
I was not. I was joking. I wasn't even talking in character.
Alright, fine. He puts the lever back, I guess.
And shuts you in a pit with alligators.
Oh, poor Mai. It's like we need a new party member.
What is the plan? I
We're
thought...
supposed to pull them all at the same time. We just talked about this.
Okay.
We pull at the count of 3.
Okay. On 3 or after 3?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Pull the damn levers.
3,
On
2,
Sorry, I should have said that in
Pull.
Morbazak's voice. On 3 or after 3?
On
1,
3.
2, 3, pull. Okay.
Okay, so not on
Okay.
3, on pull.
Exactly going to execute you.
We are
Joshua,
not executing him.
you can't execute a simple punchline. Shush.
Miriam just calls out, 1, 2, 3, pull!
We pull.
Okay.
Pull the hamstring.
You all pull the levers, and the room flickers and starts to darken a little bit. And as it does so, you can watch as the runes above the door begin to light up. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15,
Better head for the door.
13,
Run.
12,
Run.
11,
guys.
Alright.
10,
Yeah, we go
Run.
towards the door.
9.
Is there a
8.
door? Or a new door we
7.
can go out of?
The door is
Yeah.
still closed.
Bro!
9, 8,
Try the button.
7. You
There's a
press the button.
Button.
Yeah, try the
Okay.
button next to the door.
You slap the button and the room brightens for a moment. 20, 19.
Oh,
18.
it's one of these.
Oh, let it
17.
wait. No, we just have to wait.
Yeah, I think so.
15, 14.
I
At
did
about
it
10,
13.
Miriam slaps it again and says, "Are you guys sure?"
Don't hit the button. If you touch the button one more time.
She
Stop
presses her
threatening
hand against the
people.
button, and 20 just kind of grows strong. It's like, I think this is a perfect opportunity to stop and think before we just let a
I'm
timer
telling
count
you,
down.
just let it go. Just let it happen. Take your hand off. the
Okay. She lets go of the button.
Hmm.
19, 18, 17, 16,
Also, if I die, we all fuck.
15,
We're all fucked, by the way. Just let
14.
you guys know.
13, 12. Miriam slaps the
What
button.
is that?
Well, don't say that!
Miriam!
Why would we
I swear
press
to
the
God.
button? See why
Miriam's
I'm
holding the
protecting
button so
her?
it stays on 20.
I'm gonna tackle her to keep her away from
She's gonna cast Hold Person on you.
No.
Going to shoot Miriam.
She can't cast
Where's
hold
my
person
gun?
on me if I'm right next to her.
No. God, you guys are the fucking worst.
Bro, she's...
You're shooting an ally in the face over a button that does nothing.
I was going to shoot her kneecap.
Oh,
That's not
sure, just
better.
cripple her. That's better.
She has magic. She'd heal.
Joshua! No!
You tackled her.
I know!
It's helping.
No, you're not!
13,
Why can't I help?
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The lights blink out.
Here we go.
Whoa, the roller coaster's starting. Like
I'll
the
cast
slow coaster.
dancing lights, why not?
Same.
You cast dancing lights, and you can't
Well,
see
I vote we
anything.
don't.
We can't see anything. What the fuck
It
are you
is pitch
talking about?
black.
Shit!
Dancing lights cast light?
Oh my god, thank you. I'm so glad there wasn't like a fucking
Create up
light
the
and throw.
fortress.
You surmise that you are in magical darkness. And Miriam calls out, "Oh, great, so we don't fall into a pit of darkness. We just end up in it." I'm sorry if I'm being pessimistic. That wasn't antagonized at anyone specifically. I'm just pissed off at this place.
You want to
you're
cast,
mean.
like, dispel.
You hear a heavy, wet footstep. As something begins walking around in the darkness.
Miriam, this is your fault.
Who?
Yeah, Miriam. God, why didn't you push the button?
What? You guys are...
Miriam's gonna
Oh,
cast
I
some
wanna-
Kedavra on you.
No, she's not, because that doesn't exist here.
Yes, it
Fucking
does.
try.
No, it doesn't.
She does.
Gents out.
She doesn't.
Fell a bullet.
So you guys are just arguing?
Nope.
I don't know, they seem to
Well,
be
I don't know
super
what else
keen
to
on
do.
murder.
Quick question.
Something wet wraps around your leg, and you can feel spines start to enter your skin.
No, it's not the fun kind of darkness.
There's a fun kind?
You're all cozy up next to blankets and pillows with a cup of hot chocolate. Just before morning dawn. It's all nice and dark.
It's at this point that you are suddenly all illuminated from behind, as behind you, the door opens as Marmukazak casts Shape Stone on it. I didn't think that would work. And then turns around. It seemed like it was a different structure than the rest of the room, so I figured I'd try. And you turn around to see an aboleth that has reached out and wrapped a tendril around Mai.
Oh boy!
gonna...
Finally, something we can shoot.
Wait, no. Is it a humanoid or is it an animal?
Do you guys not know what an aboleth is?
No.
It's like a squid manatee.
I've never played D&D before.
Okay. A large, lovely figure with multiple tendrils that is psychic reaches out and tries to pull you into its gaping maw. Miriam casts Dominate Monster.
I was gonna cast Animal for... You know what?
Oh,
Miriam,
it's a monstrosity.
Miriam's doing all this shit before nobody gets anything... You know what?
It is not an animal, but...
That's why I asked.
Okay.
Fine. Do your stupid shit.
Mai would know that this is not an animal, that this is a monstrosity. I apologize. I'm letting you know that your character would know that. But Miriam is also a bit more gung-ho. She freezes it and says, all right, everybody into the next room. Just kind of helps untangle Mai from it, and you all move into the next room. In this room, it is a fairly similar room, but you can see that there is a weird design in the floor. And I will give you the picture for this design. Is this. And you can see moving around in this shape is a few other forms that kind of look like sort of kind of like they kind of just look like worms that just kind of are sparkling with this kind of blue fire in them. And then on one side of the room, you can see that there is sort of like a short cylinder with two tendrils coming out of it that kind of makes it look like a shop vac, basically. And as you enter this room, Phil pipes up and says, "For this next trial, you will see that there is a colony of source worms that are flowing through this floor. In 5 minutes, the source worms will manage to escape from their holding cell. You must use the nearby device to retrieve all of the source worms and sedate them before they can break out and escape. You must choose 2 spots in order to place the suction points in order to pull them out into the containment unit. That's the puzzle."
I'm so confused.
So which portions are they in?
They're moving around. It's like an ant colony, basically. They're all just kind of moving around in there. And you're looking at this like top down. So you choose 2 points on this space that maximizes your source worm removal.
Is there a roll we could make to determine source worm pathing? Like
as
they
you can
prefer
see,
to be on the right hand as opposed to the left?
Go and make a nature check.
I want to re-roll that.
Okay.
That's not better. That's a 10.
Okay. Looking at them, they kind of just seem to be moving around the entire space. They don't seem to be like confined to one section.
I don't know how to describe which points I'm thinking of. Like from when you're looking at it, the very bottom end, and then up 2 segments, like that middle segment, and then from the bottom.
The only intersection that has 4 intersections.
Yeah, the 4 intersections, and then from that same bottom space, up 1, and then over to the left. That one.
Okay. Basically, across from the original.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Whole Gear's in a similar position, but down 1 intersection.
Well, no, because then it sucks.
How about everybody take this picture, open up MS Paint, and do like a circle or something?
Oh, you're making me do work.
I mean, I could do it for you and then being like this, like this.
Put in some effort.
Circles.
You know.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my fucking pencil doesn't even work. Whatever. Sparrow knows what I was saying, so okay.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that just covers.
That's what I said.
You said exactly that, but down to.
Yeah.
Which is why I got confused.
Oh no, check discussion. I did the exact same thing.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Does anybody else have any different ideas, or do you guys just want to try that?
Nope.
Nope. Let's try that.
Joshua?
Whole Gear's gonna hold an action for Eldritch Blast in case they escape.
Okay.
You're just gonna murder them all.
Murmurzak like brings over the device and says like, here.
Joshua?
Miriam's like, I like the plus, because that's like the most interaction that they'll have. And it seems like any other pathing that they'll take is still 2 segments in order to get to... I guess that works. Because I guess the only other one that would... No? Yeah, I guess that's pretty even spacing.
Area. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I'm for it.
Right. Let's do this.
Alright, Joshua, are you gonna take one of the tubes?
I take the tube.
Okay.
Totally tubular tube.
Please go ahead and make me a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Hey, Joshua, you're pretty strong. Good. You got this. Unless you
But
don't.
I don't have a belt of giant strength.
Morby rolled a 4.
Morbazak! Wait, can I give Morbazak an auto 20?
No.
Oh yeah.
But you can assist him.
I'll assist him.
Oh, I got a 26.
I'll hold him up so he can put it up on the thing.
Joshua holds his tube perfect and starts to suck up some of these source worms. Morbazak struggles to sort of get it even situated before it even starts sucking some up. And you come over and assist him. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Ah! I'm unprepared. Yeah, wait. What's the thing?
Bardic inspiration, I guess.
No, I'm fine.
Guys, anything that needs strength. Little guy's here to help.
That's a natural 19 plus 1 for a natural, or a dirty 20. Sorry.
Okay, yep, that's enough. After a couple minutes, you suck up all the source worms. Those were the exact places that were correct. Well done.
Yay! Good job. Lucky.
We the best.
The door opens and you can move on to the next chamber.
I hold up a hand for a high five to move it back.
You mean your lower
Take the
hand?
high five.
No, I'm still holding him.
Are you still holding Morbazak's hand?
No, I'm holding Morbazak up.
Oh.
Like a child.
I have the child.
I was holding my hand up to him for a high five.
Oh, I thought you were holding him up like Simba.
No.
Okay.
My arms would hurt.
Morbazak looks at you confused, like, what is this?
Celebratory hand gestures.
High five is-
Connect palms of hand.
Yeah, you just... It's like when two people, they clap their hands together. Like...
Didn't we have this conversation already?
Yeah, I thought we did.
I do not understand why you mortals enjoy damaging yourselves, but I will participate.
It's not supposed to hurt.
Not. Yeah, you're not supposed to hurt each other.
It's like, you know how...
He
I'm
reaches
gonna
up and
just
kind of
walk
places
over
a
and-
wet
I'm gonna
hand
just,
against
walk-
yours.
I'm gonna walk over and kind of just like demonstrate and just be like this, Morbazak, and I just like, and I give Mai the high five.
Yeah, like that. You try.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. Yeah, he does it. It's kind of a weak one, but
Yeah, you'll get better at
he
it.
kind of like slips like off the bottom of part of your hand.
We'll keep practicing, it's fine. I just set him down.
Okay.
Uppies. Just...
This one will be more difficult.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Fear.
Let's see. As you enter the next room, a pile of, a sack of coins, they're not coins, they're rubies. A sack of rubies lands at your feet with a emerald next to it. The room is dark, and Miriam says, "Okay, I guess these are starting things before we even get situated."
Joshua, you pick it up.
Yo, why do I gotta pick it up?
Oh no. You're the pirate. You like stealing stuff.
We're literally a pirate captain. And I pick up the object.
Okay.
Talia, I hate to break it to you, but I'm now a captain. He said so.
That was my...
Yeah.
You're technically a pirate too. You joined
Okay.
the crew.
Let me describe this puzzle, because it is a little bit of a wordy one. Okay. Joshua, you pick up the two items. One is a bag of 75 rubies. And the other thing that you have is a golden circular pendant. Then the room illuminates, and you can see that there are two tables. One table has 2 more golden pendants, and the other one has 5 silver pendants. And this is when Phyllis speaks up and says, You are in a private auction to gain 3 pairs of one of these types of pendants. Your rival has 99 rupees, while you have 75 rupees. In order to complete this trial, you must collect 3 of a kind while outbidding your rival. You will be unable to tell what your rival bids, but they will be able to tell what you bid. You will offer your price first for one of these pendants, and then they will set their price.
Is there a physical representation of a rival, or is this a metaphorical rival?
A statue kind of appears, and you can see that they have like a bag of gems and a finger pointing and laughing at you.
But why did I have to get the math one?
Whole Gear's gonna look over to Jack and just raise his eyebrows.
If we just bid,
You want to
nothing-
lift some gems?
I feel like that would break the spirit of the challenge.
I don't think that's going to help the situation.
I don't think it's gonna hurt the situation.
Lose our heads, but cast Scorching Ray.
I'm sorry, what?
I was about to say I cast Scorching Ray on the statue, but then I said no.
About to say, don't set things on fire.
And it's just supposed to be the funny man tagging along. Gotta do math. Right. 75 versus 99. 99 is
Who's
bigger.
who in the group
Oh.
is a good gambler, do you think?
We have gambled before. Lost all my
Jack or
money
Home
though.
Gear?
Yeah.
Which one of you guys feels more up to gambling here? Or together?
I mean, I feel like I should be able
Kind of
to.
trying to figure out what the mathematical equation would be to make this work.
Wait, Phyllis, can you repeat the thing?
Because he gets to know what we bid, but we don't get to know what he bids.
Okay, so you have managed to win the price outright for the first golden pendant. You bid 24, so you have 75 left, while your rival has 99, as they did not bid. Basically, the idea is that whatever you bid for one of these things, they can always bid one more. How do you win this auction? There's only 2 more gold ones, which means that either you have to win those 2 gold ones, or he's gonna at least buy one of them so that you don't have a pair. And then there's 5 silver ones that you still need 3 of them to complete a set, but you have more options for.
So we can either bait and switch him on the gold ones, and then outbid him on the silvers, or try and outbid him total on the golds.
Yeah, this one's up to you guys. I'm not. My brain doesn't work.
The thing is that we can't really outbid him on all the golds because he has more than we do, and he gets to know how much we bid, but we don't get to know how much he bid. So he can for sure keep us from getting one.
So it's the system.
So we're not going to get.
So, down with the system, burn it down. Joshua.
Here, does this help?
No. Nothing helps.
The first person to collect either 3 gold pendants or 3 silver pendants wins. The pendants are
Skyrim reference.
auctioned individually, starting with the 3 golden ones and then the 5 silver ones. As soon as someone completes a set, the game ends. You won the first golden pendant. You have 75 rubies left, and your rival has 99. You each get to make only one bid for each pendant, and the higher bid wins. If there's a tie, the winners will alternate, starting with you. So you get the auctioned pendant the first time there's a tie, and then they will win the second time there's a tie, which is kind of just an extraneous rule, so don't really worry about it. And then the final rule is that they will know what you're going to bid each time, but you won't know.
Right. Time for all the marbles.
But he can change his bid.
I think
after
we have
we
to bid on the silver ones.
Yeah,
If we bid
I
on the
think-
silver ones and bid high enough, we can bid him out of money so that we can get the last 3. We bid high enough on the first 2, and he goes for them.
Is
That
there
makes sense.
Are we able to bid on the
Clean my
items
plan.
individually, or is there
Yes.
a set order?
There's a set order, so the next 2 golden ones are going to be bid on.
Hmm.
So
we can-
if you bet nothing on this next golden one, he's going to win it with just 1. He's just going to spend 1 ruby to buy the golden one.
I say we bid, like,
Yeah, so the idea is to try and make him spend as much money.
so bid like 20 or something. We'll
Yeah,
give up.
I will say that you've kind of all figured it out, generally, the idea at this point. We don't have to get too specific on the math to figure out what the numbers are, but you guys have figured it out, basically. You want to try and lower his amount of money that he has, so he's going to win the other 2 golden ones by spending more money than you actually spent on the first one.
Yeah,
Because
so we have to,
you're down 24 on the first one, but he's going to spend 100,
Then we can
getting the
buy
other
him out
2,
on
like
silver.
25 and 25 again. And then he'll be down more than you, and you can win the 3 silver ones. That was pretty much it.
could just bid 50 for the gold one at first, so that he really loses money. So that he has less of a chance to get the second gold one. But
God, this is so much math.
it's not really math, it's more of like we just have to bid really high at first so that he bids higher than us, so that he loses his money, so that we have the advantage of him on him.
It
now.
was a little bit of math.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want
Too
to take
much
too
math.
long on it.
Anyway, give us our shit. No kidding.
But... Okay, yeah, you get the things and you move on to the next trial.
Ooh, smoke weed every day, am I right, Holgi?
Wait, do we get to keep the rubies?
No.
Fuck.
They disintegrate.
Aw.
You spent them all buying the pendants, which are chocolate.
Do we get to keep the pendants?
Yeah,
Wait, the pen.
Hey, chocolate!
yeah.
I put
Eat
I put
pendant.
the gold ones in my pack.
Okay. As you move into the next room, this room seems dark. And as you enter it, the door closes behind you, but it doesn't illuminate. And then you watch as the lights sort of flicker in place. And Miriam's like, oh, don't tell me it's glitching. Phil? Phil, are you there? Hello, Phil? Oh, jeez.
Feliz Navidad.
We might be here a while. It is with that, I would like us to take a bathroom break, because I really
Oh
need one.
God, I gotta pee.
Just
Okay, bye.
as the last moment before we go on break, Holger's just like, "Is this the one that made it 200 years?"
Nice.
It was 3. I thought it
Yeah,
was
the door's
3.
on a timer for 200 years.
Oh Jesus!
I thought it was
Shira
300.
decides to take a short nap of only 150 years. you know the Muffin Man, Muffin Man, the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane?
Do you know the actual story behind that little song?
Don't want to know.
The Muffin Man was actually a child predator who was preying for children who lived on Drury Lane.
Shut the hell up.
Look it up,
Everybody
man.
gotta ruin
Look it up.
shit. Gotta ruin everything.
That's my job. I'm an old man. That's all we do.
Victorian households had many of their fresh foods delivered, such as muffins, which were delivered door to door by a vendor known as a Muffin Man.
Not the guy who lived on Drury Lane. He's a little special. Ask about the Muffin Man that lived on Drury Lane.
Did you play Minecraft too?
Hold on. The man in question, who lived on Drury Lane in London, may have been a man whose profession was delivering baked goods as English muffins, or he may have been an improvised beggar man. A ragamuffin. Boom.
Get the fuck out of here. Ragamuffin, get out of here.
I'm just waiting for everyone to come back at this point.
I'm here.
Welcome back. Just waiting for Maya then.
Love it when people try to ruin things, but they fail.
Okay, I've returned and I'm cold. Ah.
Welcome back.
Sleepy.
So, as you enter this room and see nothing but pure darkness, Morbazak kind of grumbles, makes sort of a low rumbling sound and says,
"We are not alone."
And that is when, you look across the room and you see, barely silhouetted, almost a light silhouette in the darkness, you can see a shape wearing a large headdress.
Do we want light in here? I'm going to ask quietly.
Do not.
Why not?
I think it's gonna be like a mummy. It's gonna activate as soon as the light shows up and chase the light. We're gonna have the light.
How do you think mummies work?
No
Yeah,
magic.
I control the light. It flies wherever I tell it to.
Fine, bring out the light, but make sure it's kinda far away from us.
I will summon light like 30 feet in front of us.
Okay. The room illuminates, and as it does so, the image of the figure that you saw disappears. But go ahead and make a perception check. Mai.
Yeah. Who? Please. You said a what?
Perception.
How's it 24?
Oh. Yeah, so you do see this figure. Just as the light illuminates, they flicker out of existence. But you can just barely make out the shape. That is what they look like.
Barely make out the shape as in before they go invisible or after?
It's as if the light made them vanish as they kind of disperse into smoke, but only Mike can see this.
Oh. Not what I expected.
Okay. In this room, you can see on the floor there is what appears to be a series of tiles with different symbols spelling out words and whatnot. It's basically a crossword puzzle. And you can see that there are words. Some of them.
I love crossword puzzles.
Okay.
Real quick, can I turn off the dancing lights?
Yeah.
To see if the mystery person shows back up?
You don't know about the mystery person.
It's only I can see it.
Not.
So you can turn the lights back off, but...
No, you're good.
I will have
Also-
no reason to, so I shall keep them up.
Okay. Also, in a horror movie, the last thing you want to do is start flipping on and off the lights.
No,
That's
fine.
when the little girl in the back and behind everybody starts getting closer and closer.
I have vicious mockery now,
Kick
so I
the
can
little
call that
girl.
ghost a bitch-ass motherfucker.
Kick the bitch-ass motherfucking ghost.
Give us the puzzle.
I mean, that's pretty much it.
Crossword puzzle? What?
Not gonna give us any clues or anything?
Yeah, crossword puzzles have clues, dang it.
Also, they have...
It's literally
visual
just an
component.
intelligence check to see if you can figure out what words are there. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to actually make one.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
I
you
could
didn't
just
tell us there was a
pull
check for it either, so. Okay.
I'm
At
sorry.
16.
Okay. Yeah, you can see that there is like a series of words that kind of make a crisscrossing path to the other side.
Wait, do we have to make like a crossword across the room? Like we're making a bridge out of a crossword?
Miriam muses to herself for a moment and says, "That kind of makes sense. But also, what about these?" And she taps her pendant. "Don't we need to find words that represent our... you know?" Because
I mean,
you
I
can see
assume
that there are words that spell like water or wood or, you know, earth and whatnot. Ones that don't necessarily relate to your element, but it seems like, you know, you wouldn't want lightning or fire to go across water. But you also wouldn't want fire to go across wood.
It's obvious. There is
Water
not
to
required.
wood. Fire
That's
to
not what it is.
stone. Stone
Quiet, you.
to lightning. I forget the other ones. You guys gotta stand on the opposite of you. Yes, no, some sort of.
I mean, sure, I'll try it.
Cool. What
Now the
word?
question is, what the hell's the opposite of thunder?
It's the opposite
soul.
of me.
I think probably stone is the only one that could resist all of the other ones. So if there's one that goes up the middle, it's probably that.
Miriam's like, alright, well then let me go first. And she starts walking across, and in her wake, you watch as she leaves behind a sturdier pathway. The tiles actually start to rise up and kind of get covered in like a sturdier stone. Well, who's next then? Or I guess someone can take a different path?
I should probably wait until there's a situation that I can solve.
Man,
I should probably go
always gotta
middle.
do stuff.
Because you're a part of the group.
People get angry at me whenever I do anything. So now you want me to do stuff?
Yeah, because you're doing
Well,
what we're telling you to do.
To be fair, usually when you try to do something on your own, it's violent. When we don't need violence.
Or dumb.
Miriam's like, I don't know how dumb these puzzles are. Water might wear away stone, but it should probably put out fire. I don't know.
And I need to up my intelligence at some point.
Yeah, read a book.
Thinking make a deal with an eldritch god. Books are good too. Joshua does the thing so we can get this puzzle over with.
Wait, I don't know what order that Sparrow has these in, so I don't know who's supposed to go next. I'm confused.
Basically what it is that if how the elements are going to react to each other, and if someone doesn't want to go across someone else's path, they have to look for a different one.
Thunder versus stone doesn't go well, so it's just a different path.
So wait, which element is Miriam again?
She's stone, so she made a solid pathway.
Okay,
so someone probably like Mai could probably go across, or Jack, or maybe Jack wouldn't be able to move if he's lightning, because he'd be grounded.
No.
I mean, this puzzle's dumb.
Alright, fine. We'll say that you take some time, but you figure it out.
That's not.
Move on to the next
Snorted
one.
what remained.
I don't understand.
It would have been better if I had time for a crossword puzzle. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll use it later when, crossword puzzles are fun.
Just get one off the internet.
Aren't we friends with
I literally got home 2 minutes before we started.
Why did you take until
crossword puzzle in like 2 seconds?
Just forget this room existed. I'm sorry.
Stop giving him shit all the goddamn time. Sparrow has his own fucking life. This doesn't have to be his
No, it's fine.
focus.
I need to do a better job because this is the only part of what I'm supposed to do is make stuff for you guys.
What are the odds that we're gonna come across?
Now I feel like an ass.
Puzzle?
I do have one other puzzle, but I'm not sure if it's even gonna be cool or whatnot. So I'll. You know what? I'm gonna roll.
Fucking send it.
Your puzzles are cool. I'm just stupid, and I don't understand. No one was helping.
You move into the next chamber, and it is an extravagant, large room. Blood red stains the walls, and there is a large table that fills the majority of the room. Large high-backed chairs sit on either side, and it is at this moment that you realize that it is your greatest fear. Holgir, all eyes turn to you as Phyllis describes what this next trial is. In next room, you are to meet with a vampire lord. He is here to discuss peace treaty with all of you, but some of you are double agents, here to simply kill the Count while he is at ease. You have two chances to go about this situation. Either complete the peace talks or assassinate him. And you are described to have a large table with chairs and fine cutlery, where your only option is to either blend in, perform the necessary movements and walks, sitting at the table, knowing what fork to use when and where, and how to dab your mouth when you eat to perform perfect etiquette in his presence, or find some way to quickly and quietly kill him. You have 10 minutes before the Count arrives for dinner. Make your preparations.
Shit.
Vote we
Anybody think they
continue
can
the
smooth
peace
talk
talks
him?
and complete
Alright,
them.
What's a napkin?
Holgir's gonna start doffing his armor.
Something you wipe your mouth with.
Yeah, Sylvester.
Holgir's gonna take off.
Figure it out.
Typically, I'd use your shirt.
Yeah,
And Holgir's going to.
You're probably wouldn't help out.
What you gonna do, Riamin? I know this is what you wanted to do for so long, so let's get to it.
Yeah, Holgir's doffing his armor and putting on his fancy clothes.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Yeah.
I'm looking at Holger and being like, mind explaining this situation?
Miriam nods and also changes
Only
into
some
a
of us
fancier outfit.
Only some of us are here to actually kill him. The others are here to try and conduct proper peace talks and negotiations. I have been running a family business that has been slowly taking over a city for the better part of my life. I'm the best equipped to do this negotiation portion anyway.
I think I'd just hide over here and wait to kill him.
Yeah, same.
It's a very fair point.
Jack's gonna sit in the chair with a with a dagger pointing out, just like sit on this. You're just gonna hide caltrops in his chair until he sits on it.
Yeah, giving it the old high school bully technique.
I did that to a bully in high school. It was hilarious.
Nice.
Honestly,
Yeah, I don't think my persuasion skills are going to be of any help. I think I should be on team murder.
Okay.
It comes down to that.
Yeah.
But this is the time to plan and discuss.
And I should hide myself. And I'm going to hide myself as close to the chair that we're going to offer him to sit in as I possibly can.
Okay. You can sit him wherever you'd like, at the head of the table or somewhere else. This is the planning section. This is sort of what this campaign is all about. planning some sort of, you know,
Lucian.
yes, a mission.
The
It's not all heists. Sometimes it's assassinations or diplomacy talks.
Alright, so I believe
It's
the
an
sitting
assassination,
arrangement.
or it's an assassination under the guise of a diplomacy.
Well, if the
Kickstart a
negotiations are cut
revolution.
short,
Formation.
then you switch to an aggressive negotiation.
Alright. Holger is going to sit at the head of the table. Next up, I believe, will be on either side of him, Talia and Jack. Then there's going to be an open space next to Jack for the guest.
Okay.
Next to him will be Joshua, and across from Joshua will be Mai.
Okay.
I believe that'll be the optimal arrangement for
So there will be
our-
a space between Mai and Talia. No one's sitting across.
By the way,
from
I just realized I probably can't do anything to this guy because he's a vampire and I have just regular swords, so not gonna be much I can do to him.
You are strong,
Assassinate
though.
his butler.
We do have a flame tongue
I am
dagger.
strong, yeah.
Not
What's that?
using my dagger to kill a vampire.
Wow.
Why
Okay.
not?
Jesus.
Ruin the aesthetic. It would be a murder weapon.
Have you not killed somebody with it already?
No, he uses it to hold up his hair. It's just a hairpin.
Ew. That is officially canon now. Any art now has to have that included.
Isn't your hair
No,
also a
I'm not
flame?
changing your fucking art. Yeah, Joshua.
Okay.
It's hard enough as it
Wait.
is.
Have art already? Well, I'm gonna do sketches or something. Blah. Wait, aesthetic. Murder.
I think I'm also going to give Talia the red velvet sash. I don't know what it's a badge of or identification, but I still don't know what it's identifying for. But I feel like it'll make her look more important.
Is that a starting item that you had?
No, we picked it up, I think, out of the shipwrecks.
Oh,
One of the
okay.
shipwrecks.
Now I remember.
I do believe it was the one where the very first one we got.
Joshua, roll me a d20.
Man. Add any modifiers or just straight?
Just a straight d20, please. I don't want to tell you what this roll is.
Alright, well, I'm terrified. I are
Jack.
1d.
Yes.
Do you know how to use a sling?
Unless you have some magical ammunition, I don't think it's going to do any good against
Rolled an 8. I hope I don't die.
I do.
What'd you get, Joshua?
8.
8. Okay, never mind. I feel like that's what you got last time, too.
Probably.
Also, I'm going to hand over to Jack my spare sling and the butcher's blood.
Okay. So, That's a stone that is considered magical to overcome resistances, but is still just a sling. Okay. Any other planning preparations?
Do we know if this is a magically summoned being who has like a pre-programmed thing going on in his mind? Or is this like a legitimate guy who has been enthralled by Kitongu? Or do we...
Miriam says, I've come across a few programmed illusions, but there are actually creatures in here. Most of the time, they seem to kind of be remnants. Like, they're... Like, even that Aboleth that was back there, I'm sure once we left the room, he turned back into a statue, so...
Oh, I hope this isn't the guy we just outbid.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he is, he wouldn't recognize us.
That's fair. I'm also...
Now, speaking of which, where's Miriam and Morbizak going to be sitting? If they are going to be sitting among us.
I should not be visible.
Yes.
Probably.
He crawls underneath the table and, like, climbs up. Just sort of situates himself directly underneath the table.
Miriam, you strike me as somebody who fights at range, so probably on my side of the table at the end.
Alright. And she's also dressed up in her kind of fancy clothes. Which is like a pristine sort of puffy shirt. And like clean clothes, basically. Not her adventuring gear.
Bad time, but need to go to bed.
Alrighty.
Not too
Good night.
I'm sorry. Good night.
We'll try not to murder some guy. Good night.
How much longer does everyone else want to go for?
I'm good for however long you need.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
I think I'll see this to the end.
Okay. Probably another half hour or so.
I don't work tomorrow. Good.
Half hour to an hour.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. What other sort of plans that you all want to make?
Putting on my signet ring for my family's house.
Miriam's like furiously looking through her spell book while you all are doing your stuff.
I don't think I have anything that would be good to cast beforehand. I guess I'll ritual cast Detect Magic if we have the time.
Okay. The entire setting is an illusion.
Oh. Neat.
Miriam pulls the glass from the empty seat and casts Summon Water, and then she blesses it to make it holy water.
Ooh,
and then puts it back in his seat.
Good.
Wait.
Really
She pulls
awkward.
it back. She gets a silver piece and shreds it up into the water.
That's gonna be great unless these talks go well.
She shrugs. You want to spend 2 years discussing politics with a vampire?
Oh, I just realized that could be a very real possibility. No, I do not.
Are there any further preparations that anyone would like to do? We're still in the planning phase. Before we exit the planning phase, we do need to discuss what the plan is, and then you'll get a +1 ongoing for any actions towards that. I think plan A is at least attempt diplomacy.
Yes, plan A is the attempted diplomacy, though. Was there any goals given? Like, I am attempting to reduce taxes?
The situation is that the vampire is claiming that he owns the grounds that your kingdom is currently on, and he is seeking to take it back through basically raiding. He's going to take it back by force.
Tell him he can have it, then we'll kill him later.
Or you could try to find some clause stating that since he hasn't been around for 1,000 years, he no longer owns the title. You're a smart businessman, Holgear, if you want to come up with some sort of diplomacy thing.
Is there a contract I can look at?
Not specifically. I mean, that's pretty much just the vampire stating that he owns right to this land because it was his family's back in the day. So you could do either like a joint merger, being like, yes, we do work for you. Of course we work for you. Or be like, well, you don't own this anymore because we bought it fair and square or something, you know.
Okay.
I mean, those are just my ideas. I don't know if you have any ideas.
Did your family get it in conquest? Because you can always claim the right of conquest if you guys want it, like, through battle or whatever.
Right. And which is why he's trying to reclaim it through conquest. So, if you don't want to be destroyed, you gotta find something. You've got to find some way to appease him. Otherwise, he will bring ruin to your kingdom.
Or die.
I think the current state of things is that if I just say no, you can't have it, he's just going to fight us anyway. So my ideas are that while my family has acquired these lands by right of conquest, we are willing to do a merger as Sparrow suggested. However, details need to be ironed out because unless we get these situations sorted, there will simply be more bloodshed and therefore less cattle for him to feed on later.
Okay.
Then, if that fails, we stab him.
If that fails, we offer him a toast.
We offer him a toast.
And Miriam cast freezing on the water that he drank, then animated objects to rip open his stomach.
I'm also gonna do something real quick. I'm going to...
Yeah, I think like Miriam's going around and just blessing everything on the table. Like,
that's fair.
Blessed fork, blessed knife, blessed spoon, you know, just in case.
Yeah, on Holgear's component pouch, he's going to place scroll of animate objects, broken sword hilt, 2 daggers, a small pocket knife that he came with, and if anybody else has any spare knives, that'd be great.
You mean this knife? Mai pulls out a knife.
He adds 1 to the pack.
Okay.
I mean, the only sharp pointing objects, the only sharp pointing objects I have is the 3 swords that are on my side.
Hmm.
Those are just large knives. Can I look in my bag of holding for another knife?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
So how many of those swords can you use at once?
2, I think.
I can use Midnight's Awakening and Morning's Lullaby at the same time, and it's probably preferred, since how Sentry's Edge is my packed weapon, and Normangander is not around.
15 on the investigation.
Okay. Yeah. You find a shiny knife.
So just know why you're holding those 3 magic swords. I have a crap sword over here, so that's just like to point that out, Captain.
It's fine. We're gonna be perfectly fine.
Loki! What did you do?
Yeah, we will.
You ate all the treats!
Oh no.
You learned to climb into my freaking nightstand for and just ate all of the cat treats.
I'm also going to mount my shield on the back of my chair so I can grab it easier.
Okay.
You awful little brat.
Are you all ready for the count?
Actually, does anyone need like mage armor or anything like that? Mage armor, false life, anything? Cause I have those 2. I
mean, if he walks in and sees that you're all buffed and kitted out, he's probably not gonna talk.
That's fair. And there's also, I also have Infestation, Lightning Lure, Toll of the Dead, Cause Fear, Create and Destroy Water, Lightning Bolt, Thunder Wave, Water Whip, and Witch Bolt, so...
Miriam's like, I've got those too.
Yeah, you're the one that's got the fucking dictionary.
We got it, Miriam. You're fucking better than everybody. Jeez.
I worked really hard for these.
Okay.
Why are you tearing her down?
Not.
You really are.
No. Tearing her down would... You know what? Never mind.
Alright.
So, I also take that little red sash that Holger gave me and kind of like put it around my neck or whatever, like try to make it look to where it look presentable.
Okay. Yeah, you can look fancy.
Yeah, Holger's gonna help her set it properly.
Okay. Easy enough.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I think we're about out of options.
Okay. So, as you all sit down in your chairs and await the next situation. We're gonna end the session. No, I'm just kidding. Phyllis speaks up and says, "Time is up. The count approaches." And you hear shuffling from the background, and you notice that there is what seems to be this amorphous silhouette that is approaching, and then it manifests into this figure with garish skin and a fairly regal outfit. You can see that they are wearing sort of a ceremonial breastplate that probably will protect them in a fight. And they walk over and they sort of gesture like, "Am I to sit here?" towards the empty seat.
Holger will stand, bow.
Miriam stands.
Say, Welcome to the table, Count. It's a pleasure to have you.
Well, thank you.
Holger's going to pull the chair out for him and push him.
Alright, thank you. Sits down in the chair.
Well,
I believe this evening is going to be very enlightening.
Yes, I was told that there would be unicorn steak. You do know that I like my meat rare.
I'm sure that can be arranged for you.
Charming.
I wasn't told we were eating unicorns.
Holger's gonna kick her under the table real quick.
Oh, something kicked me. No, I'm just kidding.
Wasn't... I hope I remember my right from my left.
That's fine.
Really hope
Very
so.
embarrassing if you didn't.
Well, sir, it has come to my understanding that through long blood and long ages, you have come to us seeking your property back.
Yes.
It is unfortunate that my family also has not quite recently in the grand scheme of things, but recently for you, come into acquisition through right of conquest.
Yes.
And Holger is going to reach down into his side pocket and pull out the broken sword hilt and place it on the table.
The illusion of the count glitches.
While you were gone, a rogue band took up keep in your castle. It is but through the blood of my family and the blood of those who follow us that they were ousted. So you can understand why it's troubling that you come in through into our halls and make these claims.
Make a persuasion check.
Uh, 19.
And what exactly is it that you are trying to make me understand here?
That we have earned our place in this castle and on these lands through sweat, blood, and tears, as I'm sure you did in your own time. We simply wish that our efforts not be in vain, as I'm sure you feel yourself.
Make another persuasion check.
I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Uh, 21.
Your tale is interesting to me. But I do wonder, why do I care? I simply want what is mine, and I can simply take it. You clearly do not have the forces necessary to back up your claim.
That is true. Since the battles, we have waned as such. However, I can assure you, we're willing to fight to the last man. And that, for a creature such as yourself, would be very inconvenient.
Make an intimidation check.
What's the bardic inspiration die?
D. Hang on, sorry. Let me get it before I say anything.
I believe it's a
Okay,
D8.
stop. I think it's a D8, yeah.
Let's roll that D8. Dirty 20.
He, strokes his chin. Are you threatening me? With weak wildens, slender frames, and, shall I might add, mortal soldiers. As the battle carries on, my will only grow stronger.
I would never dream of threatening you, sir. However, you must understand, when fighting for one's home, there is no length people would not go to. If they knew, say, their sons or daughters, should they not fight, become food, well, they will simply fight all the harder.
The Count grabs his glass and raises it up. A toast, then, to family. To hearts and homes, and our homelands.
May it grow ever stronger.
I see a truce in our future. You will hold on to these lands until I require them further. And when you move on, then perhaps I will take them by conquest. And he downs the glass.
There she goes. Wait, but he's an illusion, so does it affect him?
He instantly gags. And he hacks up a fur ball of shredded silver. I rolled a natural 20.
Aww. Wait. Can we silvery barbs that?
You may.
I would like to silvery barbs that, since it's going down either way, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I mean, I can.
And I'll give... Oh. Jack, are you hidden right now?
I believe I'm sitting right next to him, so it's kind of hard to be hidden.
Okay, I'll give you advantage.
Can I?
Good enough.
What?
May I say one thing?
Hmm?
As he starts coughing and choking on what he's just drinking, you can see like these earthy tendrils rise up from underneath the table.
Nice.
So disadvantage?
Yes, he has disadvantage.
I don't remember what my original was.
I think he has to take the second roll, whatever it is. Isn't that right?
Well, I rolled it.
And
I rolled it with advantage, so it would have been my
roll.
first roll, which I think was, I think it was something like a 7. So yeah, he starts choking, which means he is unable to cast spells or anything, and is starting to take persistent damage. He pushes back his chair, and that's when Mormazak just like wraps a bunch of vines around him and pulls him underneath the table. And Miriam like jumps up now, and she like pulls out her wand.
That's radiance on him.
I will say that with this, you all are prepared. You all have a surprise round on him, and it will take him several rounds before he's able to even begin fighting. So you can quite easily take out the Count.
Gladly.
Okay.
Oh, something that I think would be really cool though is during the fight if I could cast heat metal on the silver stuck in his throat.
Oh, you have to touch it, unfortunately.
Solderize his throat. Solderize his throat.
Nope. Well, see within range, but I can't see it. So.
I mean, he's coughing it up technically.
You can heat
yeah,
the pieces
but that's the
that
stuff coming out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh well.
That
I'll
would've
commit war
been
crimes another time.
Cool though.
It's at this point that Phyllis pipes up and says, "Congratulations. You have completed enough security questions to attempt another password change." Miriam's
Wait,
like,
these were security questions?
Finally. Yeah. Please insert new password. Belisarius. I don't know.
What?
Alright. Please insert previous password. I don't know it.
Is it Belisarius?
And then it's at this point that Phyllis says, "Incorrect password."
Is it password?
You have maxed out the number of tries to change your password.
Hey, Phyllis.
It's at this
Buddy?
point that Phyllis is like, "Now breach," and the room begins to darken. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's at this point that you can see the figure in the distance again, watching at you in the darkness.
Can I sense if it's, like, good or bad?
Make an insight check.
Question. Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would Mai be able to know if it was Kitangu based off of his smell?
Yeah. You would be able to tell if the physical form of Kitangu was around.
Well, I got a 21, so...
A 21 insight check. There is something uncanny familiar about this figure, though you've never met them before. You've seen them a few times, watching you from a distance, usually right before tragedy befalls you. A sign of bad omen, perhaps. You never attempt to approach them or speak to them.
Does this mystery person have a tail?
It's
uncertain. Their shape is a bit hard to define, specifically at the distance and the darkness that they appear in.
I'm gonna try to approach it.
Okay. As soon as you take a step forward, a beam of light comes down and envelops you. A beam of sort of teal light sort of scans your form. And then you hear Phyllis's voice come back and say, "Activating holographic reinformational challenge." And
What?
suddenly the room begins to expand until the walls disappear into infinite blackness that you cannot see anymore. And this figure slowly steps backwards into the darkness. And even as you begin to walk forward and even break into a run, they are gone from your vision. And suddenly, around you, manifesting from the ground in these sort of brief plumes of smoke before materializing into statues, you see thousands of different forms, taking on various shapes and poses of different races and creatures and figures, all humanoid, all seemingly people, wearing clothes and outfits, going through different aspects of their life, some of them simply walking, some of them running, some of them reacting in fear, some of them unawares. And they all seem to form this formidable gauntlet around each and every one of you in a weird labyrinth. And then you see a mote of light in the distance. Oh, go.
Yeah, Holgir's gonna look up at the ceiling and just say, Phyllis, I swear to gods, I'm gonna track so much friggin' sand in your internals, you're never gonna get rid of it.
Phyllis is not active at current time. Backup protocols in situation.
Backup protocols?
Backup? We're not on good terms.
Everyone make a perception check.
I don't want to make a perception
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm scared.
Damn it.
25.
Alright.
I'm auto 20ing my perception. I got a freaking 7.
For a total of
27?
Alright. Anyone else wanting to look around?
15.
Okay. Holgir and Talia, as you look around, you see a bunch of random figures and forms and faces. But as you move around, take a closer look. A lot of it seems a little bit too surreal, familiar. And that's when you realize, in almost like a series of deja vu, every single time that you turn and face someone, you remember an instant where you swear you've bumped into this person before or seen them somewhere in your life. You may not know their name, but you recognize their face. Walking down the street or in some sort of meeting, you know, coming across someone just out in the open. These people may not be people that you know personally, but they're all people that you've met and seen before, some way, somehow. And you notice a face that you do recognize. And the reason why you recognize it is because everyone's attention is drawn over to a sparkling mode of light that is sort of hovering over one statue in particular. But nobody else recognizes his face but you, because it's Ty. And this mode of light simply manifests over the statue of Ty, before falling down and sort of congealing into a solid form made of sparkling light. A small fox made of white light simply looks up at you. Challenge situated. Find the one who's lost. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, as the fox turns and runs away into the labyrinth.